going to trace out and digitize a diagram from the Wildlife Collector Plates magazine. I have full-size diagrams of both the frame and the inner part. I'm using Logic Trace 2018 and I've selected Combination as my method of digitizing. Combination makes a quick trace of this outer frame. Shown here, I'm starting to trace out the internal parts of the diagram. In this project, I'm going to be using birch and red oak. I'm going to do the frame in red oak, and I'm going to do the internal part, the hunter and the dog, in birch. And I'm also going to apply some backing behind this plaque, which will give it a three-dimensional look. And, as usual, I keep track of where I am and what I've traced by marking it off with a red pencil. Getting close here to finishing up my tracing. I'll create the file. I'll create a DXF file, and I'll run this file through the CO2 laser and cut this internal part using 1/4" birch. Here you can see the laser cutting out the 1/4" birch panels. It's a very smooth cut. When I laser cut out these plaques, I like to use different colors of woods. So in this case, the oak with the birch. Once I'm finished here, I'll just remove all the parts from the cut. There's the panel. Now I'm set up to trace out the external frame, and I'm using Logic Trace 2018, and I've selected Tracing Polylines. Also showing here where I'm tracing out the small maple leaves. Again, I use the red pencil to mark off my starting spots and also keep track of what I've traced. Very easy diagram to trace out because it's full size. It's 16 inches by 16 inches approximately. You can see there where I've had to trace out each leaf separately. You can see here where I use the edit command. I toggle back to some of those small leaves and redrew them. I'm getting close to being finished tracing out the outer frame, so now I'm going to save that file, load it into the CO2 laser. You can see here I'm cutting 1/4" red oak plywood. Once I'm finished the cutting, I'll just pop out those extra parts, and there you'll see the finished product. So the internal cut is done and the frame is done. So now I'm going to put these together, give them a nice clear coat of lacquer, apply the backing, which makes it look three-dimensional. It looks good. These drawings were all traced out on the high accuracy 24 by 36 inch board.